Good evening and welcome to a new edition of the news. His Royal Highness Crown Prince Hussein, the Regent, visited the Royal Film Commission (RFC) and checked on activities and services it offers to the cinema and television industry. In the presence of Her Royal Highness Princess Reem Ali, member of RFC's Board of Commissioners, the Crown Prince met with a number of Jordanian filmmakers, producers and actors who showcased their experience, accomplishments and challenges in the filmmaking field, as well as their future aspirations towards this industry in Jordan. Prince Hussein underlined the importance of investing in Jordanian talents and the kingdom's distinguished geographical nature to develop the filmmaking industry in Jordan and attract international TV and cinema production companies. He said attracting international companies specialized in filmmaking reflects positively on the Jordanian economy and has an important role in promoting tourism and heritage sites as well as the Jordanian culture. The Crown Prince toured RFC's facilities, which included the film library, the editing room and the external theatre. Princess Reem briefed Prince Hussein on the RFC and its objectives in providing opportunities to young men and women to express themselves and refine their talents in cinema and TV. The lower house of Parliament referred the 2019 general budget and the budgets of the government units draft bill to its financial committee during a session attended by Prime Minister Omar Razaz and cabinet members. The bill projects public revenue at 8,610,000 dinars, of which 600 million were external grants. The overall expenditure totaled 9,255,000 dinars, with a 646 million dinar deficit after the external grants. On the budgets of the independent government units, the revenues amounted to 1,388,000 dinars for 2019, while their spending totaled 1,500,000 dinars with a deficit of 112 million dinars. Earlier, Minister of Finance Azzeddine Kanakrieh cited various domestic and foreign conditions and their social ramifications that prompted the government to draw up an action program for the next 2 years. In his speech on the draft law to the legislature, Kanakrieh said that despite being in a chaotic region, Jordan's economy is sound and fit to grow. Consequently, he said, the government set priorities that have direct impact on citizens' welfare before implementing them with the available funding. Prime Minister Omar Razaz led a ceremony at the Royal Cultural Centre to honour the winners of the Ideal Civil Service Employee Award for 2017. The annual award, which is organised by the Civil Service Commission, aims at promoting excellence and creativity, motivate employees with outstanding performance to innovate and develop their skills to become leaders. The Council of Ministers endorsed the Civil Service Council's recommendation to grant 20 employees of the first, second and third categories 5 annual allowances as of December 31st, 2017, in accordance with Article 35 of the Civil Service Law. Jordan and the United States signed a cash transfer agreement to Jordan's treasury valued at about $745 million as part of the 2018 U.S. Economic Assistance Program to Jordan. This year's U.S. direct cash grant is a record high. It stood at $475 million last year. The agreement was signed by Minister of Planning and International Cooperation Mary Gawar and Chargé d'Affaires of the U.S. Embassy in Amman Jim Barnhart in the presence of Prime Minister Omar Razaz. The grant will be used to support priority development projects listed in the General Budget Law 2018, which will contribute to reducing the budget deficit. The value of this grant is expected to be transferred to the Treasury account before the end of the year. The remaining $335 million of economic assistance will be used to support economic development, improve the quality of the social sector, and enhance democratic accountability. This brings the total of non-military U.S. economic assistance to Jordan in 2018 to around $1.08 billion allocated by the U.S. Congress to the kingdom within the U.S. budget for the fiscal year 2018. The total figure signals an increase of about $330 million from the indicative value of economic assistance referred to in the Memorandum of Understanding governing the U.S. assistance to the kingdom for the 2018-2022 period, signed between the two sides in February. Director of the Jordan Standards and Metrology Organization said tests conducted at a Swiss international laboratory showed that the level of manganese in imported gasoline meets Jordanian technical base requirements. Rulam Danat said that tests of manganese levels in an imported gasoline sample was less than 0.1 milligrams per liter, while the allowed ratio of the technical base is 2 milligrams per liter. However, the tests indicated a high percentage of iron added to imported gasoline, Madanat said, adding that the Jordanian technical base does not limit the percentage of iron used as an additive to gasoline. The tests also showed that manganese levels in gasoline refined locally at the Jordan Petroleum Refinery Company was 24 milligrams per liter of 90-octane gas, which does not comply with the requirements of the Jordanian technical base, while 95-octane gas contains 1 milligram of manganese, which meets Jordanian technical base requirements, she added. Based on the lab tests, a series of meetings will be held this week to discuss the findings and the prospect of amending the technical base to control iron and manganese levels in imported and locally refined gasoline. In sports, Luka Modric's journey from Croatian war child to the world's best footballer was celebrated in Paris when the Real Madrid midfielder hoisted the Ballon d'Or 2018. This is the first time since 2007 the award has gone to a player other than Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi. Modric was rewarded for his key role in Croatia's historic run to the World Cup final and his club Real Madrid's third straight Champions League trophy. The award, voted for by journalists and organized by French magazine France Football, has been dominated by Barcelona's Messi and Ronaldo for almost a decade. Now, the Juventus forwards Ronaldo came second, while Atletico Madrid and France striker Antoine Griezmann came third. Paris Saint-Germain France forward Kylian Mbappé came fourth, while Barca forward Messi finished fifth.
L'Olympique lyonnais. Mesdames et messieurs, Ada Egerberg.
And finally, for a quick look at the weather forecast. It continues to be relatively cold during the day tomorrow across the kingdom, with a chance for scattered showers in the northern regions. Winds will be southwesterly moderate to brisk, blowing dust in the desert areas. Amman can expect a high of 15 degrees Celsius and a low of 7. Pleasant conditions prevail in the Dead Sea, the Jordan Valley and the Gulf of Aqaba, with daytime temperatures in the port city at 23 degrees, dropping down to 16 at night. And with this, we come to the end of this edition of the news. I'm Alia Tuqan. Thank you for joining us and have a good night.